guys, it's Sid here, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing another writing video. I'm going to be telling you guys all about the things that I accomplished during 2024 and the things that I plan to accomplish during 2025. So, if you are an aspiring young writer just like me, or if you want some motivation and inspiration, then please stay tuned and stick around. And without further ado, let's get started, shall we? So basically, I started my writing journey last year during 2023. So yeah, I have been doing it from June of 2023 to this point right now, January of 2025. But 2024 was a really good year for me in my writing because I got lots of cool things done. I actually finished 12 drafts. The way that I do it is like I draft out each book, but I refuse to edit because editing is just like so beyond painful for me. So I just like draft out everything, and then once I'm done with all of that, I'll go back and edit, like once I'm older and wiser, more experienced, you know? But for now, I'm just gonna have fun writing as much as I possibly can and getting all the words out onto the page, you know? So yeah, that's basically what I did. All these things are like finished, but they're not like pristine and prestigious and ready to publish, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I have 12 drafts. The first one I did was actually TSD4, and I haven't really talked about that much on the YouTube channel, but that is basically like my sci-fi series. So yeah, it takes place in futuristic Paris, follows a group of doggy detectives going on mystery adventures and cracking different cases. So yeah, very, very fun. But I wrote that one. And I also wrote TSD1 because I don't know why. I started off in like reverse order because my story, it starts off in like the present day and they look back on the past, you know, sort of like in retrospect. So I wrote the first one after that, I wrote the second one after that, and I still haven't wrote the third one yet. So I'm gonna have to do that at some point, but I'm not exactly sure. I sort of like outlined it, you know? I have like a basic like sketch of what that would look like, but I haven't like completed it yet, if you know what I mean. So yeah, inevitably this is supposed to be for like support and encouragement, not to make you feel bad about yourself, but just to be like, oh, that's so inspirational and motivational, and now I want to do writing too. So yeah, I'm trying to like inspire you, you know, and motivate you. I'm not trying to like make you feel bad. So yeah, just as a little disclaimer. But yeah, then earlier in like March, April, somewhere around there, yeah, I started writing the TEOA series, which is one of my favorites, and that's the one that I just finished earlier because this series is pretty long. It's like Harry Potter, so there's 8 books actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and yeah, they're all like full-length novels, supposed to be. Yeah, from like 50,000 words to like 100,000 words. That's like the range that they are. But I wrote the first one in the spring, and instead of going on to the second one immediately, I took a break. I did TPOD, which is a cool dragon book, so I'm really excited to finish that later on. But yeah, all of the like fantasy medieval dragon vibes are there, and I am totally here for it. So I did that one earlier during the spring as well. And starting off the summer was like my most productive time of year because it just is, you know, because yeah, you have the most free time during the summer. So usually I finish every book in like less than 2 weeks during the summertime, which is like absolutely amazing. I did TEOA 2, TEOA 4, and TEOA 3 during the summer. Don't ask why I did the 4th one before the 3rd one. I'm not really sure, to be honest. I still don't really know up until this point, but whatever, it's fine. Those are the 3 books that I did during the summer. And starting off the like school year, so like during the fall, the first semester, I did TEOA 5, TGCC, and TEOA 6. So yeah, those 3. TEOA 5 and TEOA 6 are obviously a part of the TEOA series, and TGCC is the Cookie Caper. So that is like a standalone type thing. It's its own unique deal. It's sort of like a sci-fi as well. It takes place in futuristic Pennsylvania, actually, which is wild because, like, I've never even been to Pennsylvania, but it's about these people. They genetically modified the land to be able to, like, grow plants that are, like, made out of sweet treats, you know? And I know that, like, Hershey, Pennsylvania is the capital of chocolate, so I was like, I wonder if I could put the story in Pennsylvania, you know? So, yeah. But during November, which, if you are a writer, you know that November is one of the most productive times of year for us, because that is when NaNoWriMo is, the National Novel Writing Month competition, where you have to write 50,000 words within the span of 1 month. I did that during November, and I wrote TEOA 7, and that was the second to last book in my series. I was pretty satisfied with that. I finished my goal about a week and a half before, because I think I finished my goal on like November 17th or something like that, and of course the goal was to be finished before November 30th, so I actually had quite a bit of time to spare, and I did go a little bit above the estimated amount for the goal. The goal is of course to get 50,000 words, and I got around like 65,000 words, so yeah, that was pretty good. And then the last book that I wrote this year was TEOA 8, which is the final book of my series. I thought it would be really good if I was able to finish the series at the end of the year, so I could start something new in the new year, which is pretty good. And this was just like the epic finale, the longest book I've ever wrote in my whole entire life and history of writing. It was 125,000 words, around there. So yeah, that was a pretty cool way to end off the year in terms of writing. And all of these combined together, I have around 843,085 words. So that is a pretty good amount if I do say so myself, because I feel like I added them up earlier, but I'm not exactly sure. That was from like the beginning of June to the end of June. And of course, as I become a better writer, as my skills improve, my ability to write longer books increases. So yeah, basically, if you don't take anything away from this video, just take away the fact that, like, as long as you continue and practice and have discipline and determination, you will get better. It's just like art. If you're an artist, you know, like the more you practice your sketches and doodles, the better you'll become. So the more you write, the more you practice drafting out your stories, the better of a writer and storyteller you will become. So yeah, please just take this as like inspiration and motivation and nothing else. I'm not trying to like brag or be arrogant or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, you guys should be inspired and motivated, you know, because I feel like it'd be so sad. Like, you need to get your story out into the world, you know? Your characters are like depending on you, you know? You have to bring them justice. You have to tell their story, because at the end of the day, like, no one else can, you know? It's just you. Like, you are the one, you know? You need to do this. It's important. If it's important to you, then the world will care about it as well, because when you put passion into something, then people can clearly see that, you know? Like, when someone truly loves what they do, you can always tell, and it just brings a smile to everyone else's face, because seeing other people happy just makes us happy, you know? And yeah, I don't know why I'm going off on this random tangent, but anyways, we're moving on to the goals for next year, so the goals for 2025, so y'all can hold me accountable on all of these and see if I actually do complete all of them. And I'm trying to make it a little bit easier for myself, because sometimes, like, I know it's really good to have stress sometimes, because like if you're stressed for an exam in your class that's coming up, then you will study harder for it, you know, in order to be well prepared, and that's always such an amazing thing. But sometimes your stress can obviously be pretty bad, but sometimes I accidentally end up stressing myself a little bit too much about writing. But this year I'm gonna try to like cut it in half, you know, the workload and the stress. So yeah, this year, since I did 12 books last year, I'm gonna try to only do 6 books this year. It's also because, like, I literally don't have any more ideas, you know? I have 30 book ideas, I'm pretty sure, and I've already completed 20 of them, so I only have like 10 more ideas, you know? So yeah, I really don't have much else like in my mind. I think if I keep on drafting, if I keep on practicing writing, then maybe I'll get more ideas as I go along, but as of right now, I really only have like 6 more ideas. So yeah, the first thing that I'm going to want to do is to finish CL, which is the thing that I started earlier this year. I started it in the beginning of winter break, so in the middle of December, and I was going at it pretty well, but one thing led to another, and for the past like 2 weeks I haven't been able to write, because the first thing that happened was my internet went off on like Christmas Eve. My internet just decided to go off because apparently the cable guy drove past our house and literally just went out into our yard and cut off the wire for like no particular reason. So we were without internet for like 3 days for Christmas Eve, Christmas, and the day after Christmas. I was like, what the heck even is this? So I could not do writing and I could barely do YouTube stuff. I just had to like draw for the most part. And during Christmas, of course, I had to spend my time with my family and go to like holiday parties and little get-togethers and gatherings and all that great stuff. And then after Christmas, I had to like open up all of my gifts and go play with those. I had lots of Legos, so I had to spend like a day building each Lego set. Like I had this huge Bowser Lego set and that took me like literally forever to build, but it's actually like so cool. So yeah, if you're interested in Legos, go check out my Lego playlist because that's pretty cool. But yeah, I also had to read these books that I got. I got some cool books like How the Webcomic from Star Pictures and the Cast-Off Webcomic on my iPad. So I had to read all of that stuff. And yeah, basically I haven't wrote in a while, but I'm hoping that maybe when school starts back, I'll get back into my normal daily routine and I'll be able to finish CL. After that, I'm going to start on my prequel book. I'm thinking that CL and the prequel will both be like long, because I'm thinking that they're going to be like super editions, you know? So about like the same length as my finale, so like 125,000 words probably. I'm going to do less books in total, but the books that I do are going to be longer, if that makes any sense. So like maybe it will end up being the same amount of words, just because like I'm doing less things, but they're like longer things, you know? So yeah. But after that, I'm going to start on my first series. So I already wrote the first book for my first series, and I have to write 2 more books because I sort of left it on a cliffhanger, you know? So I can't leave my characters hanging for too long. And then after that, I'm going to have to do the second series, which is going to be 3 more books, because once again, I started the first book, but I left it on a cliffhanger. So yeah, I basically have those 2 things to finish off, and then finish off CL, and then start the prequel book. And those 6 books will be the things that I focus and concentrate on during the year of 2025. But yeah, anyways, those are all of my writing goals for 2025 and all the things that I accomplished during 2024. What all did y'all guys accomplish? What are y'all's goals for 2025? Please leave a comment down below and let me know, because this time of year, especially being a fresh new restart, it's a great time to set goals and resolutions, you know, and to tell your friends and family so that they can keep you accountable. Because yeah, sometimes you don't want to set goals because then you'll feel bad if you don't accomplish anything, but at the same time, you'll feel really glad and proud of yourself if you do accomplish something, and it gives you something to work for in the new year. So yeah, I feel like it's really good to do goals because that just gives you something to strive for, you know, and so that you can become the best version of yourself. And we're never perfect, you know, perfection is subjective. We can always improve and we can always learn from our mistakes. So yeah, the point is that in the new year, you should always try to become better, you know? So whatever way you want to do that, just strive not for perfection, but for improvement, you know? So yeah. Anyways, if you want to stay tuned and stick around for more writing content, please click like and subscribe. That always helps me out so much when you do, and I really appreciate it. It helps to boost my YouTube channel into the algorithm so that more people like you can see my videos, which is always such an amazing thing because I always love it when others get to see my content. I always work really hard on it, so I do like it when all of that hard work pays off. It also helps you because whenever I post a new video, you will get a notification, so you will never miss out on a single new upload. I, unlike most other YouTubers, upload videos very frequently, so I upload multiple long-form videos every single week, and I upload multiple short-form videos every single day. So no matter what, you will always have something to watch and you will never be bored. If you want to take your support a step further, then please click the links in the description box down below. This will take you to my Instagram page, my Pinterest page, my Roblox page, and my NaNoWriMo page. I have a lot less followers on each of those accounts than I do here on my YouTube account, so each and every one of y'all would mean so much to me. Once again, as I said earlier, the NaNoWriMo website is the official spot for all writers, where you can keep track of your word counts, create new projects, and meet other writers and have writing buddies. So yeah, that's a very cool place for writers, and I highly recommend you checking it out if you have not already. But yeah, anyways, I hope you all guys all have a great rest of your day and an amazing 2025. I hope that the new year treats you well and that you get lots of things accomplished. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Always remember that I love you, and goodbye, eat more waffles, and peace out.